Other teacher. All right, so we've got minus or negative, depending on how you want to think about it. They kind of mean the same, but technically they don't. At the high school level, it's okay. You can interchange minus and negative. In college, your professors will yell at you, but we're not in college, and I got to teach you guys how to get the right answer. So, negative the quantity x minus 2 times the quantity 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. So this negative, right off the bat, remember we're going to have to distribute that through. Now, multiplication is commutative, so technically I can push it through, but you only push it through one time. I'm going to wait until the end to do that. Okay, you're less likely to make a mistake if I wait until the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal with this stuff. I'm going to multiply this by this first, but I can't forget that when I'm all done, I got to multiply everything by negative 1. So over to the side here, I'm going to say 3x squared plus 4x minus 5, right? By the way, that's 3 terms. Can somebody tell me what you call a 3-term polynomial? Trinomial. Multiplied by, oops, that's not the best line. Multiplied by a 2-term polynomial. What's a 2-term polynomial? Right? If a tricycle has 3 wheels, what has 2 wheels? A bicycle. So this would be a binomial. By the way, what do we call a second-degree polynomial? Quadratic. What do we call a first-degree polynomial? Linear. Yep, you got it. Linear. All right, so now let's multiply this out. 3 times x is like saying 3 times 1x. So then 3 times 1 is 3. Now I've got 2 x's times another x. So that's 3x squared or x cubed. In the next line, I'm going to multiply 4 by 1. And that's going to be 4. Then I have to multiply the x by the x. X times x is x squared. Negative 5 times 1 is negative 5, but then I still have this x. Can't ignore it. Next, I'm going to say 3 times negative 2, which is negative 6. And then we can't ignore the x squared. That doesn't go away. It stays. Now, on all these terms that have x's, we're just multiplying the coefficients. So negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Can't ignore the x, can't get rid of it. It's stuck with us. And then negative 2 times negative 5 is a positive 10. The like terms are going to be the x squareds, and they're going to be the x to the first power, right? Because this is like x to the first power, x to the first power. So when I multiply, whoops, I put that in the wrong spot. When I multiply these things together, I get 3x cubed. And I'm gonna toss this negative 1 to the front here. Then let's combine. What's negative 6 plus 4? Yep, negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. And they're x squareds. So we'll leave that in there. What's negative 5 plus negative 8? Yeah, it's a negative, caught yourself, right? It's a negative 13x. And then we just tack on this plus 10 on the end here. So what we did is we said this times this equals all of this. The last step is I'm going to multiply everything by a negative 1. Now, I don't know if you picked up on this, but whenever we multiply something by a negative 1, the only thing it does is change the sign. In other words, this becomes negative 3x cubed. This is a negative 2x squared, so it becomes a positive 2x squared. This is a negative 13x squared, so it becomes a positive 13x